Some threats announce themselves with a roar. Others slip by unnoticed, until it's too late. The most lethal creatures on the planet aren't always the ones with the biggest teeth or the loudest growl. Some kill in silence, others strike in a blur, and a few don't even need to touch their victims to end a life. Whether they lurk in dense jungles, deep waters, or right outside your door, these animals remind us that nature doesn't play favorites. Here are 15 of the deadliest beings alive, measured not by their size or reputation, but by the sheer number of lives they steal every year. And they don't waste any time doing it. Ready to meet the deadliest animals on Earth? Let's start off with number 15, pufferfish. Most creatures use teeth, claws, or venom to defend themselves. The pufferfish? It inflates like a spiky balloon and dares predators to make a mistake. But here's the real boggler. This seemingly clumsy, slow-moving fish is one of the deadliest in the ocean. Lurking in the waters around Japan, China, the Philippines, and Mexico, the pufferfish is packed with tetrodotoxin, a neurotoxin that's 1,200 times more lethal than cyanide. It's found in its skin, liver, and even muscle tissue. A single mistake in preparation can lead to paralysis, convulsions, and an agonizing death. Despite this, fugu remains a sought-after delicacy in Japan, requiring highly trained, licensed chefs to prepare it safely. There's no antidote for TTX poisoning. If consumed in dangerous amounts, it shuts down the nervous system, leaving victims conscious but unable to breathe. A delicacy? Maybe. But it's also nature's most brutal game of Russian roulette. Number 14, Brazilian wandering spider. Some spiders weave webs, lying in wait for unsuspecting prey. The Brazilian wandering spider? It doesn't have time for that. This aggressive, venom-loaded hunter prefers to roam the jungle floor, actively searching for its next victim. Native to the Amazon, and often found in Brazil, sometimes hiding in banana shipments, this spider is infamous for its potent neurotoxic venom. A bite isn't just painful, it can cause intense muscle spasms, paralysis, and death by asphyxiation if untreated. Even worse, it's known for creeping into homes and hiding in shoes, clothes, and beds. Guinness World Records once ranked it as the most venomous spider on Earth, and for good reason. Its venom contains high levels of serotonin, which amplifies pain. The good news? There's an anti-venom. But if you're bitten deep in the jungle, survival depends on how fast you can reach help. And if you're wondering about that side effect, yes, its venom can cause hours-long, painful erections, terrifying and humiliating, so it's best to stay away from it. Number 13, poison dart frog. Small, vibrant, and devastatingly lethal. The poison dart frog looks like something straight out of a child's coloring book, but don't let those neon hues fool you. A single frog carries enough toxin to kill 10 adult humans. Native to Central and South American rainforests, these tiny assassins store batrachotoxin in their skin, making them one of nature's most effective chemical weapons. Unlike venomous creatures that inject their toxins, you don't even have to be bitten. Just touching one can be enough for the poison to enter through cuts or mucous membranes, shutting down nerves and causing paralysis. The indigenous people of Colombia understood this power long before science did. They coated blowgun darts with the frog's toxin, using it to take down prey with a single shot, hence the name. Strangely, poison dart frogs raised in captivity don't develop their deadly toxins. Scientists believe their diet, certain toxic bugs activate their chemical weaponry. In the wild, though, they remain some of the deadliest creatures on the planet. Number 12, Deathstalker scorpion. With a name like Deathstalker, there's no need for exaggeration. This nightmare of the desert prowls the dunes of the Middle East and North Africa, seeking prey in the shadows. It's not the biggest scorpion out there, but size doesn't matter when your venom is one of the most potent neurotoxins known to science. Packing a mix of chlorotoxin and neurotoxins, a single sting can cause intense pain, seizures, paralysis, and, if left untreated, respiratory failure. For healthy adults, it's excruciating but rarely fatal. However, for children, the elderly, or those with weak immune systems, a sting can be a death sentence. Despite its danger, the death stalker's venom has an unexpected upside. It's being studied for medical breakthroughs, including treatments for brain tumors and diabetes. Deadly, well, yup, but potentially life-saving too. Number 11. Box jellyfish. A predator with no brain, no heart, and no bones. And yet, it's one of the most lethal creatures in the ocean. The box jellyfish doesn't need speed or strength to kill. It does so effortlessly with a simple touch. Floating silently in tropical waters, these nearly invisible jellyfish carry venom so potent that a single sting can cause heart failure, paralysis, and death within minutes. Their tentacles, armed with thousands of microscopic harpoon-like cells, inject venom that attacks the nervous system and stops the heart before pain even registers. Box jellyfish are responsible for up to 40 deaths annually, though many more victims suffer excruciating, life-altering injuries. The worst part? You often don't see them until it's too late. Swimmers unknowingly drift into their reach, and by the time the burning sensation kicks in, survival depends on immediate medical attention. If the ocean ever looks a little too calm, be wary. The deadliest things are often the hardest to see. Number 10. Lizard hazard. For centuries, the Komodo dragon was thought to rely solely on its raw strength and bacteria-laden bite to take down prey. Then, in 2009, researchers uncovered a chilling truth. Komodos are venomous. Their venom doesn't kill instantly, but works slowly and cruelly, causing a drastic drop in blood pressure, shock, and eventual organ failure. A bitten victim, usually a deer or buffalo, staggers for days while the Komodo follows, waiting for weakness to take over before moving in for the kill. While Komodos are too large to sneak into homes, their smaller venomous cousin, the Gila monster, is a real threat in the deserts of the southwestern U.S. Despite their sluggish appearance, Gila monsters pack a painful bite. Their venom, stored in grooved teeth, is injected with a deep, crushing grip, causing intense pain, swelling, and nausea. Though rarely fatal, it's a reminder that danger doesn't always move fast. It sometimes creeps. Number 9. Cone snail. A snail doesn't seem like something that could kill you until you meet the cone snail, a slow-moving, beautifully patterned predator hiding a deadly secret. Unlike most snails that scrape algae or scavenge, the cone snail is a hunter armed with a hollow harpoon-like tooth called a radula. With a sudden strike, it injects a paralyzing venom cocktail that shuts down nerves, muscles, and eventually breathing. Some species prey on fish, while others hunt worms, but their venom is potent enough to kill a human within hours. The worst part? There's no known antidote. Divers and beachgoers unlucky enough to step on or pick up a live cone snail might feel a sting at first, but symptoms quickly escalate to numbness, paralysis, and respiratory failure. A rule of thumb in tropical waters: if a shell looks too beautiful to be real, leave it alone. It might be your last mistake. Number 8. Blue-ringed octopus. It's small, it's stunning, and it's one of the deadliest creatures on Earth. The blue-ringed octopus, found in tide pools across the Pacific and Indian Oceans, doesn't rely on size or speed. It kills with chemistry. When threatened, its iridescent blue rings glow as a warning. If that warning is ignored, the octopus bites and injects tetrodotoxin, the same paralytic poison found in pufferfish. Within minutes, muscles seize, breathing stops, and death follows due to suffocation. Victims remain fully conscious but are unable to move, a terrifying experience with no available antidote. Though tiny enough to sit in the palm of your hand, This octopus carries enough venom to kill 26 humans in one go. If you ever spot one, admire it from afar. It won't chase you, but one bite is all it takes for your lungs to stop working before you even realize what happened. Number 7. Black mamba. In the African wild, fear doesn't belong to the lion or crocodile. It belongs to the black mamba. Long, lightning fast, and armed with a neurotoxic venom that kills in hours, this snake is a true apex predator. Growing up to 8 feet long and capable of reaching speeds of 12.5 miles per hour, the black mamba is not just the longest venomous snake in Africa, but one of the fastest in the world. It doesn't chase prey. It strikes with surgical precision. Each fang can inject enough venom to kill multiple people, with just 2 drops being enough to shut down the nervous system completely. Without immediate anti-venom, death is almost guaranteed. Asphyxiation takes over in mere hours. Despite its terrifying reputation, the black mamba isn't aggressive unless cornered or threatened. But if that happens, it delivers rapid, repeated strikes, ensuring that whatever made the mistake of challenging it doesn't live to regret it. Number 6. Russell's viper. In the world of venomous snakes, some are feared for their size, speed, or aggression. But Russell's viper? It's feared for its sheer kill count. This snake is responsible for tens of thousands of deaths each year, especially in India, Sri Lanka, and Southeast Asia, where its habit of resting in fields makes it a nightmare for farmers. Unlike many venomous snakes that bite and release, Russell's viper holds on, injecting massive amounts of venom. Within minutes, victims experience uncontrollable bleeding, excruciating pain, kidney failure, and in some cases, paralysis. Even with anti-venom, survivors often suffer permanent tissue damage, amputations, or lifelong health issues. The true danger? Its proximity to humans. This snake isn't deep in the jungle. It's hiding in rice fields, backyards, and footpaths, striking when stepped on. Number 5. Stonefish. Stonefish, like the cone snail, is another marine creature that unsuspecting swimmers might encounter to their detriment. With their mottled camouflage and tendency to rest on muddy or rocky seabeds, they are easy to overlook and accidentally step on. This unfortunate contact triggers a sting from their needle-like dorsal spines, which deliver venom that is excruciatingly painful and, in some cases, even fatal. Despite their dangerous reputation, stonefish serve a purpose beyond their defense mechanism, not as a source of pharmaceuticals, but as a delicacy. Once their venomous spines are carefully removed, stonefish are entirely edible and are considered a sought-after dish in parts of Asia. Would you be brave enough to try it? Number 4. Sydney funnel web spider. The Gila monster isn't the only creature with venom that holds medicinal promise for humans. The funnel web spider, widely regarded as one of the world's deadliest spiders, produces a venom so potent that it's highly toxic to humans and other primates. Yet, fascinatingly, it's harmless to many other animals. This is because some animals produce antibodies capable of neutralizing the venom's toxins, an ability that, unfortunately, primates lack. Despite its often lethal effects, this venom could also hold life-saving potential. Researchers have identified a specific molecule within the venom that may serve as a breakthrough treatment for heart attacks. It works by interrupting the cell death message, effectively buying time and reducing further damage to the heart. Number 3. Bears. Bears don't go looking for trouble, but when trouble finds them, they respond with devastating force. These massive creatures, weighing anywhere from a few hundred to over 1,500 pounds, are walking powerhouses of muscle, claws, and pure instinct. Though they aren't out to hunt humans, bear attacks do happen often when they feel threatened, surprised, or when protecting their cubs. And when a bear decides to charge, there's no outrunning it. Grizzlies can reach speeds of 35 miles per hour, black bears are expert climbers, and polar bears, they'll stalk prey for miles over ice and water. Their bite force can crush bones, and a single swipe of those massive paws can leave deep gashes or even kill instantly. Despite this, bears aren't villains. Most encounters happen because humans get too close or act recklessly. Respect their space, store food properly in the wild, and never mistake their curiosity for friendliness. In the bear's world, you're either a guest or a problem. Number 2, assassin bugs. Deadly threats don't always come with fangs or claws. Sometimes they're small, silent, and lurking in the dark. Enter assassin bugs, or as they're more ominously known, kissing bugs. Don't let the name fool you. These blood-sucking insects are far from romantic, responsible for an estimated 10,000 deaths per year. Native to the Americas, these nocturnal creatures feed on human blood, often biting near the eyes and mouth while their victims sleep. But the real danger isn't the bite, it's what comes after. Assassin bugs defecate near the wound, and in doing so, transmit Trypanosoma cruzi, the parasite responsible for Chagas disease. This illness doesn't just make you sick, it attacks your heart, digestive system, and in severe cases leads to fatal organ failure. They thrive in cracks of poorly built homes, in forests, and even in pet bedding. The best defense? Sealing up your living space and avoiding these seemingly harmless but truly deadly little assassins. Number 1, sharks. Sharks don't stalk humans. They don't crave the taste of human flesh. And yet, when they strike, the ocean reminds us who truly rules its depths. Though shark attacks are rare, with around 10 fatalities per year, the sheer power and efficiency of these predators make them some of the most feared creatures on Earth. Great whites, tiger sharks, and bull sharks are the main culprits, using keen senses to detect a single drop of blood from miles away. Their torpedo-shaped bodies allow for explosive bursts of speed, while multiple rows of serrated teeth ensure that once they bite, escape is nearly impossible. Sharks typically attack out of curiosity or mistaken identity, mistaking surfers and swimmers for seals. But a single bite can be catastrophic. Despite their reputation, sharks play a crucial role in ocean ecosystems, keeping marine populations in check. Fear them, respect them, but don't underestimate them. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.